Take 6. Firstly, to gather glass from your furnace. Go nice pink chips.
What are you making?
Making a little vase. Cover this in nice pink chips. Then we're going to fill in the gaps with a lovely blue powder. Just like that. And just give it a little shake. That's all you have to do. Over here, we give it to Will.
So this is a little crunch vase, a little crunch. What's this, buds or posies?
This is a posy.
Posy vase. No, it's not, it's a bud vase. Bud vase, we'll make a bud vase.
Make a bud vase.
They're the tall ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
So all we do is we marble the colour in. It's very difficult to see, I would imagine, but all the blue powder's gone in between all the pink chips. And you can still see some of them haven't melted completely, but they will do in a minute. And the secret is to keep it on centre the whole time you're going. I will just show you that if I stop turning it now, that's how quickly it drops. So it's very fluid. So, all on centre, and then you go back to the chair. You have a pad of paper here, and some water on that, keep it damp. And you put it on centre. And now I'm going to thumb it, which means I'm going to blow down this end of it. I'll put my thumb over it while I'm blowing. And if you now look at it, it will blow out there on its own. And that's because air expands when it gets hot. So I'm just going to shape it up a little bit. Now what I'm going to do next, heat the whole thing up, and I'm going to swing it to make the whole thing longer. Hopefully without hitting our gorgeous Holly, our photographer.
Gorgeous.
What Emily? What Emily?
Well, Emily isn't the photographer, and she's running out of the way. So now, put it nice and hot. And what you do is you swing it like this. So you just get it a little bit longer, and then you get it going a little bit longer. Keep it on centre, put a little bit of air in. Again, you can swing it a little bit longer. If you want to, you can go all the way around, but I expect that will go wrong now. Very long now. A little bit of panic in my face there, isn't it? But there we go. Right, so we've now got the vase as long as we want it. We have to put a line around the top. This is where it will come off this iron. It's called a necking in line. And now I'm going to blow it a little bit at the bottom. Blow it out. You can sort of start to see why glass blowers drink so much. It's very hot in here. And you have to carry on working the whole time. Now, I'm going to flatten the bomb. So you just flatten it very gently. So that piece from here to here is now effectively finished. Okay? So this is now going to gather me a punty out the furnace. It's going to make a bit punty on the marble. And this bit is going to attach to the bottom of this iron so that we can open it at the top. He made a few of these in his life. So what we do is we attach it in the middle at the bottom. You can see this iron has to be on the same line as the blowing iron. We now take a little file and we just put a couple of marks around the top there, and then this will just come off like that. Now back to the glory hole, and now you heat up the top half of the piece now. Very difficult to see, but it's just starting to get warm now. This glory hole is about 1100 degrees. And I'll just put the whole piece in just to make sure the bottom of it stays reasonably hot and come out again. And now you can see the top of it's quite warm now. So you can see from the colour, you just make sure it's flat, put both blades of the jacks in the end, and then you just open the top up really gently. And then what we do is it's a little posy vase, we just flute the top like that. Now, you have to remember that this is relatively easy to do. If most glass blowers were clever, they wouldn't blow glass. There you go. And now this has to go in the annealer. Now this joint here is not very good because you don't want it to be too good. So I'm being very, very careful not to knock it on anything. And there's foam going. And then that goes into the annealer and taps off just like that. As easy as that, isn't it, Steph?
It is. That's all you have to do.